Hey guys, Popflight Plays here, back at it again with some more Galaxy, and it's been a long time coming. Now I've been grinding for a Valentine's Day event, but it seems it was just a troll by one of the admins. It's a bit sad that the admins would lie about the game, they're the
All
admins.
freighters carrying cargo must be searched before docking.
Now I have 1,000,000 credits, and I just bought a bit more stuff. Sold like 200 or 300,000 credits worth of uranium, I don't know. But anyways, but now I have a bunch of credits I don't know what to do with, and it's about the time I told you guys I'd give you this video, so let's just... Also, I didn't buy enough. My warehouse was already mostly full with all this. I just needed some iridium, carbon, and silicon. I had most of those stuff anyways. So, if you can't already guess what it is, we're buying a Prometheus. It doesn't even put me under 1,000,000 credits. I'm pretty happy about that. I'd rather not do anything that puts me under 1,000,000, because I'm stingy for money. And so we have some people here on this team. It's just a normal, everyday public server. Here's Impact. Wants to go over it later, which is totally fine by me. Wow, that dude's got a Galaxy. Nice. So let's spawn this bad boy. I'm at Lucifer loyalty. Alright, I'll pull out the Lucifer first, just to flex on these noobs. And by flex on these noobs, I mean I want to hear the siren, because the siren is amazing. If I can find... Here we are. Siren, siren, siren. Yes, thanks. The siren signals Prometheus time. Where it's under the P's. Here we go. Prometheus Tim. Yes, I meant to say Tim. I typed it. Oh no, don't tell me that Galaxy is gonna dock block. Don't tell me that Galaxy is gonna dock block. Ooh. Might need a frickin' fighter for this. Oh, just over there. Over there. Aw, dude, I think this is like the biggest ship in the game. Maybe the X1 is bigger. It's definitely the longest ship in the game. It beats the Nyx, and the Nyx and the Borealis were the largest ships other than the Protos. And then the X1 got shrank or something, I don't know. The X1 is, it's like the apocalypse of supercapitals. It's tiny compared to the rest. Alright, I'm fine being dock blocked by this galaxy, even if they don't realize they're doing it. Because I got life hacks. And now, we are in the Prometheus, and oh my god, it's true, this thing is actually not too fast moving. I mean, for a carrier, this is pretty fast, but, I mean, does speed really matter for its size? Like, for a ship of this size, and this is actually really cool to have right now, but for a ship of this size, does it really matter if you're fast? It's not like you're gonna dodge any turrets or spinals or anything when the only thing they could possibly do is hit you, even if they tried to miss. But that's nice. About 45 max speed it looked like. And pretty decent turning, better than some dreadnoughts. For the largest carrier, it's certainly really good. It has 8 turrets in total, it looks like. So we have 10,000 shields, 10,000 hull. The Nyx still has more, surprisingly. I don't know, the Borealis might have more, I forget what its health is. So I'm gonna dock right here. And look, we have some point defenses and heavy flaks. Oh, we don't have heavy point defense lasers, just normals? Oh no, we do have some heavy point defenses. Alright, so we have normal point defenses, heavy point defenses, and what appears to be heavy flax, although mainly point defenses. Oh crap, we only have 2 heavy flax, so this definitely doesn't do much damage to hull, but it will murder shields of any small ships. You can't really get under it unless you're a big ship and get away with it, because this heavy point defense and heavy flak under here will punish any small ships that go under, so you're going to need to stick to the engines, or abuse the heck out of its open hangar. And you're definitely not going to want to go to the sides or above this thing in any small ships. So it's not much of a threat to dreadnoughts, it's a Tempest on steroids, it seems. Yeah, that's a perfect description. It's just a really, really, really big dick Tempest. That's all it is. So I wasn't too thrilled about getting this for gameplay reasons, because it's not actually too good of a ship when you look at all the downsides over the upsides. But is this for decor? Why is that there? That looks so weird. Cool though. I like its little false cockpit. It actually has 2 teleporter pads, I think. Oh, this door doesn't work? Alright. So, 3. So, 1 to the fighter bay. We'll go over the fighters in a moment. I hit the same one, didn't I? So, 1 to the fighter bay, 1 to outside. I'm assuming this is the... Oh, no, it's not. So, it has 2 outside teleport pads, because it's so big, I guess. So, this is a bit easier because of this to jump despawn. And if you don't know what jump despawning is, it's when you jump off of your ship and onto a starbase without being fully docked and then despawning it. Usually used if you're being chased back to your base or something. Say you warp too much to the side, or you hit the base head on, but you aren't at a docking bay, so you have to get out of the ship and jump onto it from over space. So this is pretty good since you can jump from not just one spot on the ship, so they won't know where you're coming out. And I'm assuming this is just, yep, this is a docking spot. I find it weird that it docks to the side, but that's fine. Now, it's a bit underpowered for what it is. Now, it seems good at first, but it costs, I think, a level 29 warehouse and 700-ish thousand credits. Let's see. Cost? Prometheus. 654,000 credits plus 7,000-ish, or 700,000-ish credits, and a level 29 warehouse. I was right about that, which I have a level 30, I believe, from getting, I actually don't know. I think I upgraded my warehouse because it couldn't fit all the ores I was mining. Private server. Anyways. Oh, God, it just gives you a view of those engines, doesn't it? So, let's get to the main part of the carrier that isn't the carrier itself, and that's going to be this middle teleport pad. Now, it's very strong, or seemingly strong at first, and definitely, oh, I have to release fighters. God, I use carriers so often, and there are still things I forget. Still things I forget. Anyways, let us just release our fighters right now. Mute that music. Actually, let's open up our minimap, because that's combat music. So, this is the biggest fighter bay in the game. It can fit probably an Apocalypse in here, I don't know. But it could definitely fit a Witch in here, because I did it once. And it takes these 3 fighters, which are reskins of the Marauder, and I think they have a bit different stats as well. Maybe different weaponry. They aren't exactly the same as the Marauder battlecruiser, but these are the battlecruiser fighters. And these are the Harbingers. Now, as I said, it has only 3 of them. So, while these are strong, they're a bit slow for what they are. They don't turn the best. And they're big. They can be picked off by those capitals if you get too close. So, Well, 3 of them can bully a Dreadnought. If they bring anything more than a single Dreadnought to fight a Prometheus, Prometheus isn't doing so hot. But, on the bright side, if they go for the Prometheus instead of the fighters, and they don't think things through, that's where you excel at. The fighters deal high damage. Their point defenses and Gatlings and... what is that, a laser? Oh, like... Oh, nice! It has a railgun, so you could also snipe them from a ways away with these. It's a decent ship for just itself, but there's 3 of them, which makes it stronger. Which also means you only need 4 people to pilot this carrier fully, and the carrier itself, unlike the Nyx or the Borealis, actually has pretty heavy defensive capabilities without the fighter. Now, it's also, there's one major thing about the Prometheus that's mainly what I see them used for. Because while they're not very viable in main PvP situations, some people intend to die with them, because these things go out with an explosion the size of, I believe it's a deity, or a Thea, or one of the super capitals. It's a really big explosion, and it'll wipe your fleet if you're not careful. So it provides an alternative to the rich dude galaxy nuking, because a lot of people nuke galaxies, which is a nice pop out at 0% loyalty to surprise the enemy at Megabase, and just let it die, although a lot of people know galaxies will destroy them if you kill it. So, you have a 2.5 million credit nuke, where you have a 700,000 credit nuke. So this not only does more damage, I think, but it's way better for nuking. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Yes, there is other stuff. You can see these Harbingers going in and out. In my opinion, this would be better. It's not worth its cost. I do not encourage you guys to get the Prometheus, because you ultimately will rarely use it unless you're lucky or suicidal. Although being suicidal isn't a bad thing, because that's kind of half the reason this exists. So, well, the fighters can face tank the base for a brief while, so you can sort of distract them with health rather than speed. That allows the Prometheus to get in closer and kill off any smaller ships that might be attacking your fleet, because ideally you'd use this in the middle of a fleet. It's mainly a support ship. Just a quick drink of water there. Now, let's just get it a bit away from the base, so we're not stuck with all these galaxies and orcas. So your main weapon, now I hate to joke about it, but it's true, is lag. This is a lag bomb. Spawning it almost always disconnects a random person from the game. If you do not have a good computer, or your computer doesn't run Roblox well, if you spawn a Prometheus, it will kill your game. There's stories and even videos of people spawning a Prometheus, or on 2 teams spawning Prometheuses, and just wiping the server population in half, because they were lucky and people couldn't handle it. And as you can see, I am getting a bit FPS-y, bit laggy in the, Oh, he's letting me swallow him. Wow. Oh no, Prometheus 4, I don't want that. Oh, gross. Just gonna... No. Rejected. So anyways, this lag bomb, if you coordinate with other Prometheus users, cross-faction, you can delete a server. Now, it's terrible, and if you can't handle it, it can disconnect you, and I wouldn't advise using this exploitive method anyways, because you're literally ruining the game with an unintentional consequence of the size and girth of the ship, the part count. So I wouldn't really recommend purposely doing that. Let's see, what can we do to this? Or I'm gonna see if we can do the old bouncy drift trick, where you get right up in front of a ship and then you drift. Oh my god, that Harbinger ruined me. These Harbingers are ruining me. Oh. Carrier killed by its own fighters. Could you imagine that? This thing does turn well. So you definitely don't need to worry about being too slow to bail out. This thing will definitely haul its butt out if you're in trouble, and I think at this point I'd just keep it on the video because this is the first time I've actually piloted a Prometheus instead of just its fighters. Look at this. 92 speed Prometheus. Beat that. Beat that. 88 speed giant carrier of death with amazing trails. Boom. Alright, I don't want this to drag on too long. What the heck is this on the back of the little cockpit? I don't know. So anyways, let's just do a quick review of the Prometheus. 20,000 health total. 8 anti-small ship accurate turrets. Not designed for fighting a large ship head-on, but definitely fleet support and clears out smaller ships. Fast, but the speed doesn't do much to your advantage, other than get you to turn around faster. 3 heavy fighters, well there definitely should be more for its cost. You have 3 heavy fighters that are best at bullying dreadnoughts and other capital ships that they can get up and personal with. And it's a mainly fleet support carrier. Stretch out. And, yeah, doesn't really have much in terms of exploitable blind spots unless the pilot is away, in which you can definitely exploit it. Say there's no orbitals in that general direction, just get up behind the engine, you're hidden from the base and from the ships. Get inside the carrier, you're hidden from anything, and I really do see these frickin' fighter bays being abused way more than they should be. I'm gonna turn my graphics down. That's gonna hopefully make it a bit less laggy. Oh no, it made it even more laggy. I don't know how that even works. Right, but I think I'm gonna get out of here, spawn the Lucifer one more time to scare some people with the siren, because that siren is amazing. And after that, I think that's just gonna have to wrap up the video. Not much to say. Level 29 warehouse, approximately 700,000 credits. A lot of grinding is gonna need to be done for it. I wouldn't recommend you get it, but if you have a use for it or you have enough credits like I did, go ahead, suit yourself. It does have its pluses and it is useful in a lot of situations. That's gonna be it for today. Just gonna have to say Pop Floyd plays Lucifer, Prometheus doing cool in the spawn list. Signing out. See y'all in the next vid.